Let's look at the nation of Israel and who does this land belong to. If we go back some 6,000 years from our present day, some 4,000 years before the time of Christ, there was a man by the name of Abraham, and he had a wife by the name of Sarah. Now God spoke to Abraham, and he promised to give him a promised child which would have many descendants and a promised land. Abraham and Sarah grow impatient some years later because they're not able to conceive and have a child. So Sarah comes up with a plan to help out God. Maybe God forgot about us. So she has Abraham sleep with her handmaiden Hagar. And Hagar conceives and has a child by the name of Ishmael. Now, some 12 years later, God appears to Abraham with two angels in human form. And he tells Abraham, hey, Abraham, by the way, that promise I made to you to have a child and have many descendants, by this time next year, your wife Sarah will conceive and have a child, and you will call his name Isaac. Isaac means laughter, as Sarah laughed in the tent thinking, I'm an old lady, how can I conceive and have a child? But lo and behold, a miracle happens. She conceives, and 1 year later, Isaac is born. So now Abraham has two children, one 13-year-old Ishmael and one newborn child, Isaac. Now, God reveals himself in Scripture as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob would later on have 12 children who become the 12 tribes of Israel. Those 12 tribes of Israel become the Hebrew people, and those Hebrew people eventually become the Israeli people who we know as Jewish people. Now, it's through the line of Isaac that God made this promise to Abraham to bless the world with a Messiah who we know as Jesus Christ, with a land who we know as modern day Israel, and with a people who we know as the Jewish people. Now, what happened to Ishmael? Now, Ishmael also became powerful and recognized. Ishmael became father of the modern day Arab people. So who does the land belong to? Does it belong to the Arabs? Does it belong to the church? Does it belong to the West? The land of Israel belongs to God, and God has chosen to give it to his people, the Jewish people. So with all this confusion going on, there's no confusion biblically. The very fact that the Jewish people are there in Israel right now is an absolute miracle and fulfillment of prophecy. Now the world, the Arabs, the West, and Satan himself will come against Israel. And as they come against Israel, they will literally come and make war against God himself. The land belongs to God, and God has given it to his people. God bless you and